Good afternoon. First of all, I want to say thank you for coming out in such bad weather because it's getting a little bad out there. But my name is Rene Flowers, and I'm currently your school board member representing District 7. And even though I am district specific, I would like to think that I represent all students throughout Pinellas County, as well as the teachers that are there and some of the support staff. I just want to share with you some of the things that we've been able to do since I've been on the board for the last 2 years. My previous experience as a city council member for 2 four-year terms, my service as president of the Florida League of Cities, being over 417 municipalities throughout the state of Florida, I think most certainly avails experience. And you can read my resume, which is long and lengthy, but it does go all towards service. I want to share with you that for the first time we increased teacher pay. Teacher starting salary is $40,000 a year. The reason that Pinellas County School Board gets 41, we got a 3% increase last year. Our salaries are set constitutionally from the state of Florida as it relates to what your budget is, and it is a percentage of that. Secondly, when you want to look at what we've done as far as recruiting teachers, we most certainly have gone out and about making sure that the principals can actually go out and do their own recruiting. Teachers and principals know best what fits into the school that they already have. And so it's not for us as school board members to tell you how to structure the learning atmosphere and environment that your children are going to have for a day. After all, they have your child for 8 hours out of the day, so they are a very comprehensive part of their learning and engagement process. Next, we've looked at disciplinary issues and concerns. We understand that choice is choice. Parents can send their child to a neighborhood school. They can elect to send their child somewhere else. But what we do know as a result of the desegregation order is that it put a strong concentration of children that has some disciplinary issues and concerns and some learning curve measures and concerns into very concentrated areas. And so we have some of the issues that we have now. But I believe that with the assistance of my colleagues supporting me and moving forward the Broward disciplinary plan, making sure that it fit our own environment, we've been able to curtail some of that, and we're going to continue to work in that direction and that focus. I believe that by engaging our teachers and support personnel, we've shown that we are all a part of a family. It's not the job solely of your teacher and of Pinellas County School Board to raise the children. A part of that responsibility, a large part, remains on the parents at home. And so we're giving them tools and equipment in order to do that, which is why you see Pinellas County School Board branching out. Thank you so much, vote Rene Flowers. My name is on the ballot. Bubble me in.
First question is, what can you do to keep the children in school and not dropping out?
Thank you for whoever asked that question, because we have had a great debate, if you will, in our workshops as it relates to student retention and making sure that they not only come to school to learn, but they enjoy what they're learning. One of the things that we have looked at is just trying to make sure that that technology is blended into the day. As many of you know, everything is moving towards technology. We received an additional $1 million or so from the state government in order to make sure that we're having those additional tablets and things of that nature in class. We've also instituted more of a hands-on approach, but allowing the teacher to design their day. Teachers know that who their children are in the classroom. They fully understand who learns visually. They understand who learns by doing things with their hands. They understand the children that can kind of go off to the side and do some things individually, what we call individualized learning by themselves, and then integrate them into a holistic classroom component. The other thing we need to also realize is that when children are coming into a classroom setting, the teacher also has to make sure that the information is enthusiastically pushed forward. And that's why I'm really, really excited about the fact that the Pinellas County School Board has instituted, along with the superintendent, the 2-week orientation period that our teachers go through. They just summed that up, and we'll be attending an event on tomorrow from where they've gotten a lot of different trainings that will assist them in different learning aptitudes that are taught in the classroom. All of that is also followed up by the after-school tutorial events. You heard from my colleague a little earlier about some of the parental universities, but we also have a number of partnerships with community programs such as the Boys and Girls Club, such as the Cross Enamel Center, places that are creative, places that can build on top of what it is that the teacher is teaching that child, so that they get a holistic and cultural approach that looks at that person's dynamics and moves them forward. Well, I think we're doing that right now. Thank you for that question. If you recall, over the last few years, we have really expanded our hands-on vocational trade applications throughout our high schools. We do certainly realize that not every child is going to go to college and not everybody wants to go to the military. So we need to be able to give individuals options, and those options, I'm happy to say that Ms. Lerner has served on the committee for a number of years, has expanded what it is that we're teaching so that when kids are in high school, not only are they receiving the educational piece, they can receive certification in a number of trade areas that will pay more than living wages, such as Microsoft, such as any type of construction trade, the carpentry, woodworking, and plumbing. Anything related to the scientific area. We have a wonderful veterinarian program up in Largo. We have an exquisite culinary arts program that was just certified, and my colleagues and I had an opportunity to attend the welcoming of the committee who actually standardized that school, North County, for culinary arts, so that persons can move on and do whatever it is that they want to do. And for those of us that eat out, we know that chefs can cook well and they make pretty good money. So not everyone wants to take the same path, but we need to make sure that the path that they want to take, that we have an avenue by which they can do that. At Bogosiega High School, I think we have a tremendous program that deals with health care, and many of those students have gone on and become doctors. My niece is one of them. She's a heart surgeon, and she was in the first class to graduate from the Bogosiega High School magnet program that deals with health. For those who do decide to go into the military, you do have those junior ROTC programs throughout, which allows for a child to go to college, and then if they want to go on and become an officer, they most certainly can do that. So I think Pinellas County Schools is moving in the right direction in providing variety and providing those things where our children most certainly can earn more than a living wage, not a dead-end job. In the last 2 years, I believe you all can agree that Pinellas County Schools has made tremendous strides when it comes to our students. Will I say that it is all hunky-dory and we're having a party? No, we most certainly are not. And not all schools that are having difficulty meeting the challenges of the state assessed standards are in my district. They're all over the county. So I don't want you to leave here with that misinterpretation. I don't want you to leave here with the misinterpretation that all disciplinary issues are in schools in my district. And I also don't want you to leave here with the interpretation that all students who may live in impoverished communities are not being educated. That's untrue as well. What I do want you to leave here with on today is knowing all of the things that we've been able to do. We've increased the graduation rate like none other before. I've worked with AMI Kids Pinellas. For the first time ever, there will be a 44-seat all-male African-American school starting at the start of the school year, because we recognize that the Pay Center for Girls model works. That's not coming from somebody who's sitting on the sidelines. That's coming from somebody who's rolled her sleeves up, who's been in the dirt a very long time, and doesn't plan to leave. I'm giving you an example from a grandmother who has a 3-year-old and a 5-year-old. Everything that I do every day is because I want to make sure that they get the same education, if not better, than the one that I received. I've not been out of education for over 30 years, and my opponent has said on a number of occasions that we've not moved the needle at all in 30 years. I beg to differ, and I differ strongly. Not only has the needle moved, it has surpassed where we want to be. I also want to challenge you to make sure that you participate in the process, because many of the things you've heard here today, those standards are set by the state legislature. They are not things that have been put forward by Pinellas County Schools, but as a constitutional officer, we have an obligation to carry out the law, and that is what I will do. But I will make you this promise. Return me to District 7, and we'll continue to move that needle forward, not just in the green, but completely off the charts. Rene Flowers, I am on the ballot. Bubble me in.